The war against Veii, which concluded in 396 BC, stands as one of the most prolonged, demanding, and symbolically important conflicts of early Roman history, representing a decisive step in Rome's evolution from a local power into a dominant force in central Italy. Veii was a major Etruscan city, wealthy, densely populated, and strategically located just north of Rome along the Tiber River, controlling fertile agricultural territories, key river crossings, and vital trade routes connected to salt production and commerce, all of which made it an economic competitor and a constant military rival. Relations between Rome and Veii had been hostile for generations, marked by intermittent wars, raids, and disputes over border zones such as Fideni, and these tensions eventually erupted into a full-scale conflict that Roman tradition famously describes as lasting 10 years, an unusually long duration for ancient warfare, and one that later historians deliberately compared to the Greek siege of Troy. This extended struggle placed enormous strain on Roman society, forcing the Republic to innovate both militarily and politically, most notably by introducing the regular payment of soldiers, a crucial reform that allowed citizens to serve year-round rather than only during the agricultural off-season, thereby creating a more professional and resilient army. The siege of Veii proved exceptionally difficult due to the city's strong fortifications, elevated position, and access to internal resources, which enabled its inhabitants to resist repeated Roman assaults and endure years of encirclement. Throughout the war, Roman sources emphasized the role of religion and divine favor, recounting prodigies, consultations of the Sibylline books, and ritual actions meant to secure the support of the gods, reflecting the deep Roman belief that military success depended on strict observance of religious duties. The conflict reached its decisive phase with the appointment of Marcus Furius Camillus as dictator, a magistracy endowed with absolute authority during emergencies, and Camillus emerged as both a skilled commander and a religious leader, presenting the war as a sacred mission sanctioned by the gods. When conventional attacks failed to break Veii's defenses, the Romans allegedly resorted to an audacious and highly symbolic strategy by excavating a tunnel beneath the city's walls, a feat of engineering that allowed Roman soldiers to emerge inside Veii at a moment when its defenders were distracted by religious ceremonies, highlighting Roman ingenuity, patience, and discipline. The fall of Veii was swift and devastating. The city was stormed, thoroughly looted and destroyed, its population largely massacred or enslaved, and its political and cultural identity effectively erased, marking one of the earliest examples of Rome's policy of total conquest. The territory of Veii was annexed to the Roman state, dramatically expanding Roman landholdings, doubling the area under Roman control, and providing fertile farmland that was distributed among Roman citizens, strengthening the Republic's economic base and helping to ease internal social tensions between patricians and plebeians. Strategically, the victory eliminated Rome's most dangerous northern rival, secured the Tiber Valley, and opened the path for Roman expansion into Etruria and beyond. In Roman collective memory, the war against Veii became a foundational narrative celebrating endurance, unity, respect for the gods, and the belief in a special Roman destiny, while Camillus himself was later honored as a second founder of the city. More than a single military success, the conquest of Veii established patterns of long-term siege warfare, territorial annexation, and ideological justification for expansion that would shape Roman imperial behavior for centuries, making the war a turning point in the history of the Roman Republic.